Rihanna isn't just a pop star anymore. She's a powerhouse, a billionaire, a business icon. And she didn't get there by releasing hit songs alone. Her biggest success actually came after music. While the world danced to Umbrella and Diamonds, Rihanna was doing something bigger, turning herself into a brand. And not just any brand, a brand built on authenticity, diversity, and boldness. She knew who she was and made sure the world saw it too. Today, her empire is worth over $2.8 billion, and it's all because she knew how to use personal branding the right way. So how exactly did she do it? Let's break it down, from number 10 all the way to number 1. 10. She never pretended to be someone else. One of Rihanna's biggest strengths is how real she's always been. When she moved from Barbados to the US at just 16, she didn't hide her Caribbean roots. She kept her accent. She kept her style. She brought something fresh to the industry that made people take notice. While other stars followed trends, Rihanna set them. She didn't try to be perfect. She showed the world her flaws, her opinions, her humor, and her culture. People love honesty, and that helped her stand out. Fans didn't just like her music, they liked her. That kind of loyalty isn't built overnight, but Rihanna earned it by being true to herself from the start. 9. She used fashion as a statement, not just a look. Before launching her own clothing lines, Rihanna was already influencing fashion globally. Every time she stepped out, people paid attention. Whether it was a daring red carpet outfit or a streetwear look, she made sure her style said something. In 2014, she became the first Black woman to be the face of Dior. That was a huge deal, not just for her, but for the fashion world. She wasn't just wearing clothes, she was challenging norms. Her bold fashion choices made headlines, but more importantly, they made statements. She showed that fashion could be fearless, fun, and inclusive. Her image became a brand before she ever sold a single product. 8. She built trust before launching products. By the time Rihanna started Fenty Beauty in 2017, she had already spent over a decade building trust with the public. So when she said, "This makeup line is for everyone," people believed her, and she meant it. Fenty launched with 40 foundation shades, now expanded to 50, something the beauty industry had failed to do for years. Women of all skin tones finally felt seen. The message was simple: beauty should be inclusive. Fenty didn't just sell makeup, it sold a movement. That launch changed the industry. In its first 40 days, Fenty Beauty generated $100 million in sales. That kind of success doesn't come from luck. It comes from branding that feels personal and real. 7. She made her name mean more than music. Rihanna's personal brand was never just about being a singer. She expanded into acting, fashion, and beauty without losing the identity she built. Every move she made added something new to her brand. When she starred in films like Ocean's 8 and Battleship, she wasn't trying to become Hollywood's next leading lady. She was proving she could do more. When she launched her lingerie line, Savage x Fenty, it wasn't just another celebrity brand. It challenged Victoria's Secret by showcasing models of all shapes, sizes, and genders. Rihanna made sure everything she touched reflected her values. So even when she wasn't releasing music, people still talked about her. She made her name mean something bigger. 6. She knew the power of inclusivity. Inclusivity wasn't just a selling point for Rihanna. It was the heart of her branding. In an industry that often forgets marginalized voices, Rihanna leaned all the way in. Fenty Beauty's wide shade range shook the beauty world. Savage x Fenty followed the same approach, offering lingerie from size extra small to 4 extra large. The brand's fashion shows featured models of different sizes, races, and gender identities. This wasn't just good branding, it was good business. Fenty Beauty was valued at $2.8 billion in 2021, with Forbes estimating Rihanna's personal stake at $1.4 billion. People didn't just buy her products, they felt represented by them, and that made all the difference. 5. She didn't overuse her image. Unlike some celebrities who attach their name to every product under the sun, Rihanna has been selective. She doesn't slap her face on just anything. She waited until the right time and the right idea. When Fenty Beauty launched, she was fully involved. She didn't just endorse the brand, she helped build it from scratch with LVMH, the luxury goods giant behind Louis Vuitton and Dior. In fact, Rihanna became the first Black woman to lead a brand under LVMH. That partnership showed the world she wasn't just a face, she was a force. Her careful, strategic moves made her image more valuable over time. 4. She turned her values into a business model. Rihanna didn't just say she cared about diversity, she built businesses that proved it. Every product, campaign, and show reflected her commitment to breaking down barriers. She used her platform to shift conversations in beauty and fashion. For example, when she launched the second Savage X Fenty fashion show, it aired on Amazon Prime and featured dancers, actors, athletes, and everyday people. It wasn't just entertainment, it was a statement. Rihanna was showing that everyone deserved to feel sexy and confident, and customers loved it. Her brands didn't just stand out, they stood for something. 3. She understood digital culture. Rihanna has always had a sharp understanding of how the internet works. She used platforms like Instagram and Twitter not just for promotions, but to connect with fans on a personal level. Her posts often mix product updates with fun, witty content that feels like it's coming from a friend, not a corporation. She also didn't flood her feeds with ads. Instead, she created moments, memorable content, bold visuals, and viral looks. Fans often did the promoting for her by sharing their own Fenty makeup or Savage lingerie looks. Her online presence felt real, not forced. That helped her brand spread naturally. 2. She kept people curious. Another smart move Rihanna made? She didn't oversaturate the market. After her 2016 album, Anti, she took a break from music, and people couldn't stop asking when the next album would drop. But instead of rushing, she kept building Fenty. That pause kept the curiosity alive. She made people want more. When celebrities disappear for too long, they're often forgotten. But Rihanna used that silence to grow her empire. It was a bold move, but it worked. Fans stayed interested, not just in her music, but in everything she was doing. That's the kind of brand power most people dream of. 1. She made herself the brand. At the end of the day, Rihanna's biggest achievement wasn't Fenty Beauty or Savage X Fenty. It was turning herself into the brand. She didn't just sell products, she sold trust. She sold representation. She sold the feeling of being seen. People didn't buy Fenty because it was a celebrity line. They bought it because Rihanna stood behind it. In 2021, Forbes officially declared her a billionaire. Around $1.4 billion of that comes from her stake in Fenty Beauty, with an additional $270 million from Savage X Fenty. Her music earnings are far lower in comparison, but that's the point. She built an empire where her name alone carries weight, and she did it all by staying true to who she is. Rihanna didn't just change the game, she created a whole new one. She showed that personal branding isn't about selling a product. It's about building a connection. It's about knowing who you are and using that to shape everything you do. From music to makeup to lingerie, Rihanna used her identity to build trust, lead change, and make history. And that's why she's not just a pop star, she's a $2.8 billion empire. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about powerful people changing the world in unexpected ways. Thanks for watching.